Oh snap! What is up?
Snappity, snappity.
We're back again.
We're back again with another topic. Yo, did you see I just
Oh, so
like
it's
that?
perfectly done by you.
I didn't
I guess
say
you
that.
didn't have the accent. We're back again. This is it.
We're back again with another topic which is going to make your fingers
Snap, man. Our topic for today. Hope you've been well. Our topic for today says cohabiting.
in Xhosa.
Xhosa. In Zulu.
Hlalosana.
In Sotho.
Kwanhona.
But our topic for today is cohabiting.
I don't know.
It's cohabiting, yes.
You're the English expert in this relations show.
But our topic for today is cohabiting. As you know, man, on this podcast, on this channel, we speak about topics that we know we want to speak about, but
And they're also uncomfortable to speak
uncomfortable,
about.
you know.
And no one is speaking about them.
But everyone is doing them, you know. So we always try to speak about topics that are always affecting us as young people, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship. But they do affect us, man, you know. And sometimes just taboo to speak about them. Like it's very foreign to speak about them. So yeah, man, today's topic is cohabiting. And what is cohabiting?
Cohabiting, you just said it.
like a definition, proper definition. You know?
Okay, it's to basically live with your boyfriend, like boyfriend and girlfriend living in the same roof. That's my definition.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we have a Google definition?
I tried to find it, but I'm not finding it.
Oh, okay. But basically, it is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Now, you know what? With cohabiting, you know, you will find that it does carry sort of some vibes that are not clear about.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for example, to people who are cohabiting, you know, they're not really outspoken about that thing. You know, because we are coming from, most of us are coming from a background whereby, in order for you to, you're not allowed to. Unless you guys are married, you know, and that's also a cultural perspective, you know, like as black people, you know, one of our will believe that you guys need to be married in order for you guys to stay together. And then there's also the church perspective, whereby, listen, you guys cannot stay together unless you guys are married.
I'm married.
Yeah. So I think that's what the vibes of negativity are about it.
Yeah. It's always been a secret.
Yeah, it's
like,
always
been a secret. But it's like, you know, those people that shall sign, like they're cohabiting, but no one is saying anything because I guess it's being scared to be judged at the same time. And that's my point of view.
Yeah. For me, like, I know that for the church thinking of people not to cohabiting, what they are running away from is people having sex without getting married.
And then falling pregnant, and then,
Now, that's the church perspective. Obviously, we're coming from different churches, so maybe your church will have a different understanding. But I know from where I'm coming from, that was always the mentality.
Yeah.
Two people must not stay together, so they could avoid not having sex.
Yeah.
You get my point?
And
so we're encouraging, because you know in church, they're like, we need to get married, all of us. You're
yeah.
Like, really?
Not everyone is gonna get married.
Not all of us want to. You know? So I know that was always the no part of it.
Yeah.
The reason why there was no part of it. And then from the cultural perspective, it was more of, no, we want lobola.
Yeah,
and if
that
we
was
encourage
the thing.
people
To live together,
cohabiting,
they will not lobola.
Lobola is not gonna come, and at the same time,
he's already getting the fruits.
we don't know this guy. He must introduce himself, you know, in a formal way. You
And
know?
we
So
don't
that's
know
where
the family and
we
stuff.
don't know the family, you know, because the family is like, we need to know where our child is, and we need to know in a formal manner, you know. So that's why it has always had negative, you know, vibes, you know. So we're looking at it in a different perspective. Do we agree? Don't we agree? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Have we done it? Have you done it? Are you thinking of doing it?
Are you?
So what's your thoughts?
My thought, I feel like, you know, we don't have a choice, because even if we say we disagree, we've done it already.
Yeah, no.
We've done it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
The biggest hypocrites.
Yeah, you know, we've done it already. Okay, how it happened for us, I'm gonna speak because we are us, yeah. And this is just being us. So how it happened was the fact that we were all going to live with friends, né? Because
in a
commune house, and also to cut rent. Yeah, it was going to be cheaper, and it's a good area. We want to live in a safe area, close to work, and it was the burbs, you know. So it was like that. And I remember when we moved in, okay, I moved in first, and then Sipo moved in second and stuff, and then Sipo kept on saying, but I so wish this was for us, you know. And I was like, this guy is so weird, but it's fine. So we'll all live together, but four of us.
3 guys, 1 girl.
1 girl. We all lived together, and then it so happened that it just didn't work out. Nothing negative or anything, but it's just one of those things that
one guy got work far.
Yeah, one guy got a work far, and then one wanted to go back home, and then the other one.
There were 5 of us.
Five.
Of us, yeah.
But there were specific reasons though why, and yeah.
And she was the only girl.
I was the only girl, and I had my own room, by the way. And then to cut the story short, like everyone has moved out, and the issue is now the person who signed the lease is me. And you, and then the other guy, there was 3 of us. So now we can't cut the lease because this is my landlord, even from varsity, and she did us a favor actually to put us there. So now we can't cut the lease. We just stuck with this big rent, amount rented stuff and everything. And then I lost my job, and now we're in this house, and
yeah, for us, you know, because at that time we were already in a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah. So at that time for us it was more of long distance is not gonna work for us.
Yeah.
So let's stay in somewhere that is close by. And this opportunity came as we're sitting with friends that listen, we all need a place to stay, and let's find a convenient place because we work in the similar area. So when everyone else, then the other guy went back home, the other guy found a new workplace, other one moved on, you know. For me, to being honest, you know,
he was so happy.
I did not mind this cohabiting thing because first of all,
you're getting food.
Yeah, I mean, listen. For me, it had all the advantages. You get my point. Your partner is always here. You know, it has the advantages of you just always seeing a person. There's food, and at the same time, for me, we were already like, listen, my relationship. This thing of paying rent for 2 people, I just don't understand it. Because anyway, even if I stay in my own place, stay in your own place, one of us is always gonna be there. You get my point, which I think was gonna be you.
I suppose.
So for me, it was like,
guys, he's lying.
It was that kind of relationship that if I parent, you parent in a different place, you're always gonna be in my place. You get my point. And to being honest, what we were scared of was not necessarily our parents. You know, we were just necessarily scared of the church traditions.
Yeah.
That if in church they find out that we are cohabiting, they can be just discipline issues by come here, what's going on with the 2 of you, you know? And Dombi was very scared of that, you know?
Oh, don't say Dombi, don't say Dombi.
You know? So then with that issue of being scared of that, we still continue staying together. Yeah. And for us, it had more advantages compared to disadvantages. One, now note, I think we should have put a disclaimer when we started. We didn't say that cohabiting is good or bad.
Yes.
Nah, we're not experts on that.
We're not experts.
Just sharing views. We're provoking for you to also share your own views. Now, for us, the advantages was that one, it saved money.
Saved money.
You get my point, because both of us were working as intern. So now rent, we just we'll say it, so it saved.
And you were not even permanent now.
Yeah, I wasn't even permanent. I was also an intern, you know. So one, it saved money. 2, it saved groceries. You just buy 1 groceries, you know. So the economic side of it,
it made sense. So much sense.
It made sense, you know, because at the same time we didn't have a car then.
Guys, that's quite fast. Okay, I walk to work.
You know, so we didn't have. So economically, it made
so much sense.
That's one. The second part of it, another part, I don't know if you noticed, but I learned more of you before we even got married.
Yeah.
Because I'm staying with you every day. So I learned other things that I was like, okay, I didn't know she does this. Oh, there's this kind of personality. So
I didn't know he's like this.
So by the time that we went into marriage, I knew you were what, because we'd stayed together for 1 year, 6 months.
Yeah. But they're crazy.
You know? So we count my advantages, you know, and I'm coming to the disadvantages. So
I feel like your disadvantage will be 1.
No. It was the economy. It made sense in terms of economics. Secondly, it made sense in terms of I was getting to know the person more than just meeting a person in a restaurant and then you sleep over for a weekend and then you go. Now I knew. Thirdly, it also helped us to support each other. You know, for example, now we don't have that thing of it's my money, it's your money. You get my point? Which is because there was a time that when we were staying together, I was the only person who was working, and Johnny was no longer working. So now I'm learning to share everything. And there was a time when Johnny was working, and she was earning more than me, you know. and you know, so such challenges, you know, of sharing, we learned them very quickly, even before we went into marriage, you know. And also, I think it also, those were the advantages for me. And also, someone cooking for you all 3 times a week, you know, you washing their clothes, you just sharing, man. It was just nice.
One of us had dating, but that's cool.
Me? No ways. No, we don't.
For me, the advantages, I think it's what you said, and at the same time, I learned who you are. I didn't learn in marriage, and also, we also.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it fast tracks everything.
Yeah, it fast tracked everything.
The good and the bad.
The good and the bad.
It fast tracks everything.
Before Sipo lived Kokwabo, and then I used to live on my own, but you'd find that we were always together. He was always at my place and stuff. And actually, we moved in together a month in a relationship. No?
Yeah.
A month in a relationship.
We were still friends then, you know.
We were still friends. And then within 11 months, we got engaged. Yeah, we got engaged and stuff. For me, the advantages is what you said, I guess. And at the same time, I guess it's also a topic that we will have as well after this one, no sex before marriage, because you also need to be able to be disciplined even if you're cohabiting. So I'm not like
let's not discuss whether we're doing it now or next. We'll discuss in the next video.
Okay.
Let's not discuss sex about now, because I don't want us to make as if no sex before marriage will be the next video.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's a topic on its own.
Okay.
You know, that I'm excited about. You know, yeah.
Okay.
So the disadvantages for me, it was this of it and especially to guys, you know, Indoshalasa and cohabiting can create a relaxed mood. In the sense, you're getting everything.
Yeah.
What's the point of
you're getting everything. So
getting everything.
So
you know?
Why do you need to lobola
the person is always here. Person is already cooking for you. Sex is always provided, depending whether you believe in no sex before marriage or no before marriage. You know. So if you guys are boyfriend girlfriends, you want to have sex, you can have sex.
Yeah.
You know?
Anytime.
Anytime.
You don't have to account to anyone.
You don't have to account to anyone. So it creates this relaxed mood, but we are here. You get my point? What's the point of, you know? And at the same time, you can always create excuses that I was gonna pay bother, but we don't have a TV, you know?
Yeah.
So it does create a relaxed mood in terms if you want to get married. Let me specify like that. So if you want to get married, that thing can create a relaxed mood because you are getting everything for free. What's the point of paying money for it?
If it's already here.
If it's already here, and if you want to get married. So one for me, that was a disadvantage. The second disadvantage for me, I hated the part of lying about it, you know, in church or
it's
in
like
family. Because you want to hide it, because you don't want to be judged. You get my point? And because we at times it exposed that, you know, we also live for other people. You know, even
we
if you
care what other people say, like bazothina bantu syndrome.
So that was the disadvantage for me. For you?
For me, I guess I think for me it was the church thing. I didn't really, not in a harsh way, but it didn't matter what my family said. But because for me, guys, I had that thing, not in a harsh way, but you don't know what I eat, number one. You don't pay for my bills, number two. I'm stuck with this person, and this person is present every single day. Okay, so if you're saying, but I need to move out, are you gonna pay for my rent? Are you gonna pay for my food? You know, indoors in chat. So for me, it was like the church aspect of it. But what are people gonna say? People are gonna judge us harshly and stuff and everything. Because I think the only people who knew were people who were close to us.
Guys who stayed with us.
Close to us.
And they kept it as a secret.
And they also kept it as a secret. And we never asked them, guys. We never asked them, keep this to yourself. But I guess it was just the church aspect. But I think now, I think we grew and we're like.
For example, if without catching, if now we were not married and we're cohabiting, I was not gonna hide it.
Yeah.
Because I got to a point of like, I honestly don't care about institutions.
Yeah.
Like for me, institutions are overrated.
Yeah.
Like they are too much overrated.
Yeah.
You get my point? And I think we also need to mature in a point to understand that there is God, there is institution.
Yeah.
The institution is not God.
That's the thing.
Like these two things are different.
And
because at times we lose the reason why are we not doing. Because the reason was this of the church of people not staying together was because of sex.
Yes.
Now what happens when the couple actually is strong enough not to do sex?
Then what?
But then again, you see, then what? But for me, even by that conversations, like now we're asking permission to other people.
How to live our lives.
Oh,
how to live.
So it exposed us that we
Yeah.
cared what other people thought.
Say, yeah. And I also think that, I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry, I just decided to just...
Osipa's really excited about this topic.
I'm not, but it was like the hypocrisy behind it
Yeah.
at times. It's not fair.
It's not fair. And I think also people didn't, it's like, I feel like even if the church knew, they wouldn't understand like what we were going through at that time. But actually the advantages ZT.
Yeah.
And it's best for us to live together because one way or other, like it's not going to work.
Yeah. At the same time, also know that cohabiting can make the relationship like just. I know a few friends of mine who decided to do it. It can end the relationship because you. I mean, dude,
it's not easy.
It's not
guys.
easy. You learn there what kind of person you are. You're gonna.
They don't want to wash dishes and stuff. Like, guys, I hate washing dishes with all my heart.
Oh, when they're clean, they want everyone else to clean. You know.
That's not true, guys.
But staying with someone, for me, I will say that
it's a lot.
It's a lot. And if you guys stay together and you make it work, I think you guys can give marriage a go and try. But if you don't make it work, don't do it. Because I mean, Kasana, you still have a chance of saying, hey, I said this, but in marriage,
you're not going anywhere.
But there's also divorce, which I also do encourage if things are bad. No, I do.
You encourage divorce?
No, I do encourage divorce.
Oh,
not just in jail. No, if things are not working out. Yeah. No, man, we live in a crazy world. People are abusive. People can't stay in situations that are wrong. You know? But I know that they can fast track a break up.
Yeah.
Because, dude,
people
it's a
can't
lot.
tolerate industry like.
Even for us, it was still a lot.
I remember this at the time.
This is not your mother, this is not your sister, this is your partner.
This is your partner.
And you have certain expectations that you didn't communicate.
Yeah.
Now you expect them from them to be met. And when they're not met, it's like, and you know, can I have my space? Can I have my time? Can I miss you? Those things are gone.
Gone. The only time when I wanted space, I would go to the other room and then lock myself in. But like guys, there were times that we would argue, né? And I remember this other time we argued and then Dapuma again and then Usipon let go more.
You know, like as if it's like
not let go, but he was driving the car behind me and stuff. And it's like, I'm sorry, Toby, I'm sorry. So it's such things like, even if these things happen, you're stuck with this person.
Because think about it, we all grew up, okay, not all of us, but I'm sure majority of us, we grew up with brothers and sisters. You still wanted space from your brothers and sisters, you know? And now you're old, you think to yourself, not independence. And the next thing you put someone else here, and you're like, every day, you're always gonna be here every day.
In my space.
So, but hey man, at times, those, you just communicate, just talk it out. You can work.
I think I watched the YouTube channel when they lived in the same complex, and Zola said something that he was always at Babalo's place. So for them, they were like, it's pointless. They might as well live together and stuff, because paying 2 rents, it didn't make sense. So I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's listening. But we're not saying people must do it, but it worked out for us and it made sense for us. And it
was not always perfect.
It was not always perfect, and we learned about what does Sipo like, what does Sipo doesn't like, njalo njalo. So you learn the personality of the person. And for me,
there's no filter.
There's no filter, guys. And for me, I don't want to lie.
You see the person even though you're not wearing a wig, just know that.
I can't. It's not a wig. For me, it was that thing, but I'm learning the raw Sipo. And by the time I got engaged, it was like I knew. Hence, now you like,
The transition was just.
It was like.
I think the transition for us
was just the
it's a class signer for 1 year, 6 months. When we got married, it was just the paper. It was
the
just
paperwork, and
we just continued. You get my point. So yeah, I mean, so yeah. So for me, it's more of that. You know, it does have advantages, disadvantages. You know, maybe someone has their own experience, good or bad. You can share. Yeah, man.
Was it good for you or bad? Be honest.
No, for me, it fast tracked our relationship. You know, like things that we're going to do in the next 5 years. We end up doing them in a year because you are always here. I got to know you very quickly because you are always here. I got to learn the ability of being able to share, give someone space, wash dishes. You know, it fast tracked the relationship. The growth of it was very quick. You get my point? If I could advise a person to do it, I'll say, yep, do it. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But always understand it's about sharing, man. You know, and the most importantly for me, what I try to do, I don't try to force my beliefs on other people.
Yeah.
We don't believe in the same thing, even if we can all be Christians. We don't interpret it the same.
Yeah.
And yours is not perfect more than mine. No,
that's
it's
true.
just not. You know. Yeah. So that's cohabiting experience of it.
Why don't you ask mine?
Oh, how was yours?
Mine was good. I think it was good. Like the thing is, the reason why I say good, also like I didn't know that you can be petting and was like that's when I learned in the relationship. Like yo guys, but now I've learned about
and you know how to handle that.
Yeah, I know how to handle
success.
And he laughs at me like now I'm like
don't do that. Success. And at the same time I also learned that Toby, when she cleans, she wants everyone else to clean, or else it's gonna be bad.
We're not here to talk about that. But guys, please do share your views and what do you have to say. Otherwise,
snap. Thank you very much for liking and for subscribing.
Hey guys, continue sharing.